We had 18,000 people here tonight. We had a full sellout tonight. There wasn't one ticket left in the place. Thank you, Dallas. Texas is always very good to us. The gate was 2.66 million. Performance of the night was the fight of the night was Sherman and Colter, obviously the heavyweights. Performance bonuses go to Stipe Miocic and Jason Knight. Congrats, 50,000 for all those guys. Who has the first? My man. That's
Dana. Tonight was obviously the biggest card of the year so far. Did it live up to expectations in your mind?
I thought so. It was a great card. I mean, all the prelims were incredible. The main card was good. Heavyweight knockout in the first round. Joanna Jedrzejczyk performed surgery tonight. Frankie Edgar showed it ain't over. Sent the young guy back to the drawing board. Jason Knight kid is nasty and unbelievably technical, and the heavyweights were fun. I mean, that list goes on and on. The women's fight was fun. Aguilar and yeah.
Let me ask you about the Poirier Alvarez situation, because it ended in a no contest. It seemed like there was some controversy. Why wasn't it a DQ?
Mm-hmm.
Kind of a two-part question. What did you think of the result, and is that a possibility you want to run that back?
Lorenzo Fertitta texted me tonight and said, "You guys got to get instant replay, because that was the wrong call, and you need to work on that." He's still telling me what to do.
The heavyweight division has been so tough. I mean, right now Stipe just tied the record, which is 2, which is crazy when you think about it. But I mean,
crazy.
5 straight knockouts, 4 potential Hall of Famers that he's knocked out. I mean, do you feel like, and I know it's tough to predict, but do you feel like Stipe could be the guy that finally breaks through?
He's looking like the man. Cleveland's killing it right now. He's not the same fighter that obviously that fought him the first time. Super athletic. He stays in the pocket now and punches with big guys. Lightning fast. He's a complete fighter and a really good athlete.
I know Damian Maia came over to you in the corner after his win, asked you for the title shot. You said you got it. But even here, he sat down. He said, I've been told that before, that I thought I was going to get it and I didn't get it.
When was he told that before? Who told him that?
He said, but...
Get out of here. Listen, I was thinking about this when I talked to some of the media here yesterday. Everybody, there was a lot of guys talking about deserve. Nobody deserves anything. You got to earn it here. You know what I mean? It's like these guys want to sit around. You got Rockhold right now screaming, I deserve this. You just got knocked out in the first round. You don't deserve anything. You got to come back and earn it. And Maia earned it tonight. Yeah.
Last one for me. You can't go 5 feet without somebody asking about Mayweather McGregor, so I'm going to be the guy. You said tomorrow you're hoping to wrap up Conor. Are you flying to meet with him? Are you talking to him over the phone, or how are you doing this?
No. We're right there. I'm expecting an executed agreement tomorrow. So, and then I'll start working with Team Mayweather next week.
And you went from, you playing for the Patriots more likely than this fight. How? Just in
still, look at we're just
getting
getting this deal done with Conor. What do you think the Mayweather side is going to be like? And how much time do you think I'm going to spend on this? We're going to give it.
Connor's going to
give it a shot, huh?
You figure Conor will get done.
Oh yeah.
I guess just follow up there. How much time would you spend on it? Because I know you said it's kind of impeding the rest of your business.
It depends on how ridiculous it is. You know what I mean?
It's going to be profitable for you as well.
Yeah, but the question is how profitable. You can assume how many buys you're going to do. There's no guarantee. Every time you put on a pay-per-view, it's a roll of the dice. You don't know what's going to happen. So, you don't know. There's some fights that you do know, and this feels like one of those fights that should do that, but you never know.
I do want to follow up on the Alvarez-Poirier situation as well. Lorenzo saying you need to get instant replay. I just wonder, obviously you say all the time, we're governed. It's the commissions. It's not us. But are there things you can do, steps you can take? Say we're not, we're in this weird position right now where we don't even have unified rules. We've got different rules everywhere.
Well, we're the guys that are driving the bus. We're the guys that have to figure this out. None of the other promotions out there are going to do it. You know what I mean? We've been the one that have led the charge on everything that's happened in this sport. So we will continue to do that.
Would you ever take steps to say, like, hey, listen, we're not going to go to a place that has old rules, or we're not going to go to a place that doesn't have, instant replay or something like that? Could you take steps like that to help kind of maybe move things along?
No, I don't want to limit myself to where I'm going to go, but, we just got to figure this stuff out. And it's crazy. You got to remember the sport's 17 years old. I mean, that's really it. So there's a lot of things that need to be fixed and things that need to be worked on. This whole sport's still a huge work in progress.
I did want to ask about Joanna as well. You said how great she looked tonight. It seemed like this week she was really getting that star treatment. Like maybe people are finally coming around on what she's capable of. With Ronda kind of out of the picture for the time being, do you think she's capable of being kind of that face of women's MMA that we seem to always seek out?
She's got a great personality. She's awesome, and she's so technical and so badass. And some people have different paths. It takes a little longer, but she keeps doing what she's doing. Yeah, I do believe that.
With you introducing the 125 division, she told us this week, she said, listen, I'm not going to go on tough, obviously, but I want to go after that belt too. I want to do 2 belts. I know you said in the past you don't want divisions held up, but as special as she is, would you let her chase that to maybe go after 2 divisions?
Well, I would imagine what she would do is she would probably break Ronda Rousey's record at 115 and then probably go for the 25-pound weight class. And as we've seen in the past, once you get to that number, you don't really want to cut to 115 again. Plus, you don't get any younger. You just keep getting older. And I bet she would go to 25 after breaking the record.
And last take for me, Stipe has looked so fantastic over the last year. He's on a hell of a run. What do you see right now in the heavyweight division? You've got a big fight coming up with Overeem and Verdum in the summer. Are you kind of looking at that right now as probably the number 1 contender fight? You got Kane out there, but I don't know when he's coming back. What are you looking?
I think Kane's looking to come back in the fall. So we'll see how that plays out and how the other fight plays out, and we'll go from there.
Sir, back here.
Yep.
Another incredible event in Dallas, Texas.
Thank you, sir.
I've been to every single one that you've had.
Thank you.
They keep getting better and better. Are we ever going to get Cowboys Stadium, or have we moved on past that?
No. We've talked to them all the time. Those guys are really good to us, and we like them very much. You saw a lot of Cowboys here tonight, and the answer is yes. Just got to be the right fight, at the right time. And we will do it. It'd be awesome. I mean, that's one of my things that I would love to do. I wanted MSG, I wanted some of these famous arenas around the world, and I want Dallas.
Glad to hear it, sir. And one last question. Are you going to show us any love down in San Antonio? We haven't seen you there for a while.
Yeah. Hey, let me tell you what, brother. I would come to Texas every weekend, man. Texas is always good to us. We kill it here every time we come. The fans here are amazing, and the answer is hell yes. We will be back in Texas soon.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Dana, right here.
Yep. Hey.
How you doing?
That was easy.
All these titles are subjective, best of all time. But if Stipe wins his next fight, wherever it is and whoever it's against, will that cement him as the greatest heavyweight of all time?
Yeah, unfortunately, three will do it. That's pretty crazy, but yeah, it'd be tough to say he's not after defending the title 3 times. And if he gets beyond that, he's a fucking amazing Hall of Famer, I guess. It's crazy. I didn't realize that. I thought Kane had held the belt longer until we found out that it was 2.
When you watch him, 4 straight bouts, 4 straight first round KOs, what comes to your mind when you watch him just tearing through these opponents?
Well, the guys come into his own. He's an unbelievable fighter. If you look at his last war that he had, and he loses, by close decision, and then comes out and he's knocked out everybody since then, including, the last guy he lost to in a 5-round war. He's pretty badass.
Last thing, does the Overeem Verdum winner get Stipe next?
I don't know. We'll see what happens. They're giving me the hook for the champ here. She's going to sit with me? All right.
Thanks, Dana.
Thank you.
Dana, James Vick says he's 7-1. You talk about deserving an opportunity. Do you think that he's
I guess he was yelling at us a little bit that we're not promoting him enough. And, I saw him back here. He wants to meet with me in Vegas next week. So we'll meet. He looked good,
What'd you think of Rashad Coulter's debut off 2 or 3 weeks taking the fight?
Yeah, didn't suck. Great fight.
Last thing, Michael Irvin said that this was the greatest card ever, and he said that he would like to kiss you in the mouth.
All right.
What did you get him tickets or something? Or
that guy gets fired up, man. He likes some fights. He's a great guy, and yeah. Appreciate it.
Hey, Dana, real quick from me, you had two superstars on this card tonight. How do you make, and I don't know if it's organic or not, a star into like a transcendent star? You know, you walk the street and everyone knows Conor, everyone knows Ronda. You want someone that hopefully that will happen with, and Stipe as well. I mean, how does that happen?
Well, like I said, everybody in the fight game has a different path. Some people, you know, it goes like that. When we bought the UFC, Chuck Liddell wasn't even in the UFC. The UFC didn't want him. We brought him in, and the guy became the biggest star. But look how long it took. You know, he was like in Tito's shadow for a long time, and then finally he wins the big Tito fight, and he arguably one of the biggest stars ever in the history of the sport. So everybody has their own path. The path that she's on is ridiculous. I mean, she's one away from tying Ronda Rousey's record, and whatever she does from there, and possibly moving up to 125 pounds and winning that title too. So some people have a longer road than others, but you keep doing what she's doing, and you're going to get there.
And I could ask you, what do you think about that in terms of what you've done in the octagon says you are a star, but do you you know, when you do TV and you do Sports Center, I mean, is that something that you hope to do, kind of more TV commercials and things like that?
Hi guys, it's nice to be back here and talk to you. Yeah, that's the thing. That's why I moved to the US. That's why I moved to ATT, because I want to build my brand in the US. You know, MMA in Poland is very big, but there are other organizations. The UFC is going to be for the second time in Poland this year. But people know a lot about my MMA, but I feel like I'm international champion. You know, UFC is simply the best organization in the world, and most of the shows are here in the United States. So I feel like I need to be here, build my brand, and yeah, I just signed with new management. I met few agents, and I want to put on work outside the gym, outside the octagon. But the most important thing is to work hard and keep on defending this belt.
Hey, Joanna, back here. First of all, congratulations on the win.
Thank you.
I was wondering if you thought you were surprised that Jessica didn't make adjustments as the fight went on, and you were able to kind of essentially stick to a game plan.
What do you mean? Like,
it seemed like she just kept coming forward and she didn't make any adjustments.
You know, some of the fighters, they have big mouth before the fights, and they think they know the best way to beat the champion or beat the opponent. But the thing is, every camp, I'm focused on what I can do better, and I'm always trying to change something, and don't let them beat me. That's the thing. This is what I did in this camp. And before my fight at Madison Square Garden, I had just 6-7 weeks with my new coaches, new team. It was not enough, but I think we put on great work. But definitely this time we had more time, and I'm very happy. I feel like I step on different level, and I'm looking forward. I go for vacation for a few days. I fly back to Poland to spend some time with my family, but I cannot wait when I will get back to the ATT and put on work again with my team, because it's amazing.
At Media Day, you kind of promised a more dominant version of yourself, having that time to work with the ATT coaches, unlike UFC 205. And everybody's praising this performance tonight on social media, and one of the judges scored at 50-44, I believe. Would you call this the best performance of your career?
Yes, I think so. Even I'm getting older, and but I feel this fire, you know, and I want to learn. This is what I said. Since I moved to American Top Team, I feel like I'm the bird who got escaped from the cage, you know, if you know this meaning. And so that's the thing. I'm very hard on myself every day, and you can ask my coaches. You know, I'm not happy when I had after a good training session. You know, I'm not happy because I know I can do better. There is always something to change and do better. You know, so that's why I'm keep on defending this belt.
Here's Joanna. Congratulations again.
Thank you.
Well, first time I met you was 2.5 years ago when you got the belt when you beat Carla, and you said in a joking way, "Nobody's gonna take my baby." So how does it feel to still have your baby?
It was not a joke. It was not a joke.
How does it feel to still have it 3 years, going strong, shiny as ever, and putting on one of the best technical performances you've ever had?
When I became a UFC fighter, I was like, "Oh man, I've got a big chance. I cannot screw it up." So I put on great performance with every fight. And the thing is, like, when I became a champion, my life got changed, you know. I'm not talking about the money wise or material things. It's I'm just happy, you know, because I feel like I was born to be a champion, to be an athlete, and I'm happy to put on great work and make people happy.
Where you grade yourself at technically? Because it looked like you were kind of can do whatever you wanted to do. You kind of look like Vasily Lomachenko, the boxer, where you were just like 3 steps ahead and you were kind of having fun in there at her expense.
No, I'm trying to enjoying every day of my training camp. Sometimes it's very difficult because it's not easy job, and we must deal with so many injuries, other bad motions. But the thing is, like the day of the fight. It's my glory day, you know. It's like cherry on the top, and they let me shine. I shine. That's the thing.
And final question, since you're moving up the all-time range, do you feel you're right now the best woman fighter that's came through, or do you still think you got a ways to go? Where do you see yourself at in history right now?
I build my legacy. I wanna be the best, you know. I stay humble, and I prefer to work hard and keep this belt. But people, it's nice when they call me the best. I don't know, female fighter of the world or the best striker in the UFC. It's nice, but I know that there is hard work to do.
Hey, Joanna, congratulations.
Hi.
So now you have victories over the first, second, and third ranked fighters at 115. You have 2 victories over Claudia. Number 4 is Rose. Do you think that it's inevitable that she's next?
I don't know who is going to be my next opponent right now. I'm happy. I'm happy about this show, about this fight, and I'm looking forward to spend some time with my fiance and my family. I will have some vacation, and after that, I will think about my next fight. But I don't mind. I don't care who is my next opponent. I will put on great work and defend this title for the 6th time.
How soon do you want to return? Do you know? Do you have a time frame in
Retired?
no return?
Return,
Yeah,
return. Okay.
not retire. No,
It
no,
was
no.
surprising. No, not yet, not yet. Return? I don't know. I said at the beginning of the year, I said I want to do 3 fights this year, but I don't know. You know, I had small injury during this camp. It was back injury, but I'm glad that my physical therapist came from Poland to help me. Perfecting athletes, they took good care of me. But this is what we have to deal with, and I don't know. I wanna take care of my health, relax a little bit, rest. But I don't know. Next month, what do you think?
That would be
Is
nice.
there any good show?
Uh,
What about Madison Square Garden? One more time. Let's do this.
any talks about Poland?
There is show in Poland, but I don't know. You know, right now, like I said, I wanna be focused on my family, my fiance. They need me, and I don't know. I want to fight in Poland, but we will see. We will see.
And just one last one. I know for a while you were talking, as you said, to a lot of different agents. You took your time. In
Yeah.
the end, why did you sign with Paradigm?
Because I think they are the best in the business, and they work with so many great athletes. And like I heard so many times, oh, you sign with them because of Conor, because they have Conor. It's not true. I like these people, and I think it's all about the right relationship, you know. And that's the thing. I left my gym in Poland because I had a good coaches, very good coaches. We won the UFC belt together. But the thing is, like, I'm always looking for a good people, you know. So this is what I like, even in business.
Oh, sorry, one last one if I can. Kami Barzini is leaving ATT, and he was in
Is
your corner.
he? I don't know
Well, my
about.
question was, are you going to try to convince him to stay with you as a coach?
He's amazing, you know, and like I don't know. I don't wanna talk about, and we didn't wanna talk about